The Karnataka High Court has dealt a significant setback to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah by rejecting his petition challenging the governor's approval to initiate legal proceedings against him in the Mysore Urban Development Authority land scam case. The court completed the hearing on September 12th and reserved its order. In the ruling delivered by Justice M. Nagaprasanna, the court stated that the governor is entitled to make independent decision and had exercised his judgment appropriately. Siddaramaiah had argued that the governor's approval issued on August 19th was thoughtless and violated legal rules. But the court dismissed these claims, increasing his legal troubles. The Punjab government faced a significant setback from the Supreme Court on Tuesday, following a previous blow from the High Court. Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud strongly criticizes the NRI quota in medical admissions, describing it as a fraud on the education system that must be abolished. He emphasized that the High Court's ruling, which challenged the broadening of the NRI quota, was correct, citing the issue of qualified candidates with scores exceeding 3 times the cutoff not being admitted. The Chief Justice called for central government intervention and incited that legal principle must be guide admissions. The Supreme Court dismissed a petition challenging the Punjab and Haryana High Court's decision, which had reversed the Punjab government's August 20th notification that expanded the NRI quota to include close relatives of NRIs. The Jharkhand High Court has reprimanded the Hemant Soren government and issued contempt notice to the Chief Secretary, the Tourism Secretary and the Deputy Commissioner of Deoghar. This action follows a contempt petition filed by MP Nishikant Dubey regarding the delay in starting construction on the second phase of the Q complex at Baba Baijnath Temple in Deoghar. In December 2023, the High Court accepted Dubey's PIL and ordered the prompt construction of the Q complex. The court directed the state government to approve Rs 120 crore from the CSR fund for the project and to oversee the construction process. However, when the government failed to comply with the order, Dubey filed a contempt petition. During the hearing on Tuesday, the High Court rejected the state government's show cause notice and issued contempt notices to the officials, questioning why the court's order was not followed after 10 months and why contempt proceedings should not commence. The next hearing is scheduled for October 16th. On Tuesday, the Kerala High Court expressed disappointment over the government's inaction regarding the HEMA Committee report, which addresses sexual harassment and other issues faced by women in the Malayalam film industry. Submitted in 2019, the report remained unpublished. Justice C.S. Dyas noted that the Kerala government had established an expert committee, led by former High Court Judge Justice K. Hema, to investigate women's issue in cinema. Despite the committee's finding being submitted 5 years ago, the government has not acted on them, with the report only becoming public through court interventions. The High Court comments came as it rejected actor Siddiqui's anticipatory bail application. Siddiqui, fearing arrest, plans to appeal the High Court's decision to the Supreme Court. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court overturned a Calcutta High Court order that directed the CBI to conduct an initial inquiry into alleged irregularities in teacher recruitment within the Gorkhaland territorial admission area. Justice B.R. Gavai and K.V. Vishwanathan stated that while the High Court has the authority under Article 226 of the Constitution to assign investigation to the CBI, it must first justify why it believes the state police investigation is inadequate. The Supreme Court emphasized that transferring investigations to the CBI should be reserved for exceptional cases. Upon reviewing the High Court's decision, the justices noted that it lacked sufficient reasoning to deem the state police investigation unfair, making the CBI inquiry legally unjustified. The High Court's initial directive stemmed from a letter alleging recruitment irregularities, claiming that the selections were made arbitrarily based on communication from former GTA chairman Binay Tamang. In response, Justice Viswajit Basu had ordered the CBI investigation on April 9. The Supreme Court has now quashed this order, instructing that a single bench of the High Court should decide the writ petition according to the law. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court declined to hear the bail application of Delhi excise scam accused businessman Amandeep Dhall and Amit Arora in CBI case. During the proceedings, lawyer Abhishek Manu Singhvi, representing Dhall, requested an expedited hearing before a bench led by Justice Suryakant. Singhvi noted that Dhall had recently been granted bail by the High Court in a separate money laundering case and highlighted that Dhall has been in custody for an extended period. On September 17, the Delhi High Court had granted bail to both Dhall and Arora in the money laundering case. Earlier, on June 4th, Dhall's bail plea in the CBI case was denied. Dhall subsequently filed another bail request in the High Court for the CBI case, which was also refused. Watch our special programs and share the videos to stay updated with the daily court proceedings.